Good evening, and welcome to the Evening of Excellence ceremony presented by Gaston County Schools and sponsored by Truist. I am Todd Hagans from the Gaston County Schools Communications Department, and I appreciate the opportunity to host this program which honors our outstanding educators. Tonight, we will present the most prestigious awards given by Gaston County Schools when we announce our Teacher, Principal, Assistant Principal, and Central Office Administrator of the Year for 2023-24. To begin our program, Jen Thomas from Truist will offer the official welcome, followed by remarks from Mr. Jeff Ramsey, Chairman of the Gaston County Board of Education, and our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. W. Jeffrey Booker. Following Dr. Booker's comments, Dr. Lee Smith from our Human Resources Department will come forward for our invocation before we enjoy a delicious dinner that has been prepared for us. At this time, please welcome Jen Thomas, Senior Vice President for Truist.
So good evening, teachers, administrators, board members. I'm Jen Thomas, and I serve as the Market President for Truist Bank. I'm excited to be here with you again this evening to celebrate some amazing teachers and administrators serving in Gaston County Schools. I'm a graduate of Gaston County Schools, as well as my 4 kids. As a matter of fact, I was on the phone with one of my children, Jake, as I was pulling in, and he is going to celebrate his 5th year out of high school, which is amazing to me how quickly that happened. It's my pleasure to once again be the presenting sponsor for tonight's award celebration. Much like your vision to inspire success and a lifetime of learning, Truist's purpose is to inspire and build better lives and communities. This is our why. It guides us, motivates us, and influences everything we do. The nominees for tonight's awards are inspiring and building our future leaders. This is why it made perfect sense for Truist to be involved again this year. In my opinion, what you all do is the most noble and selfless profession. My team is committed to providing distinctive experiences, creating inclusive and energizing opportunities, and embracing safe and sound practices to benefit our clients, teammates, and stakeholders. We achieve our purpose by living our values daily: trustworthy, caring, one team, and happiness. These are powerful words deliberately chosen to reflect positivity and inclusion, and we are committed to bringing our purpose, mission, and values to life by delivering a truly distinctive and better client experience that is focused on helping our clients achieve their goals, hopes, and dreams, and by serving in our communities. As a parent of 4 Gaston County grads, I want to thank each one of you for all that you do. You are excellent, all of you, in my eyes. So thank you, Dr. Booker, again, for thinking of Truist as a partner for this lovely evening. Thank you.
On behalf of Gaston County Board of Education, it is our pleasure to have you with us for our Evening of Excellence ceremony. Before I go any further, I'd like to introduce our board members. I'll start with my left. Dot Cherry is our Vice Chair, at-large member. Josh Chris, Dallas Township. Lee Devon, Gastonia Township. A.M. Stevens, River Bend Township. Robbie Lovelace, Cherville Township. Todd Kinlaw, South Point Township. And Doc Guthrie, Gastonia Township. Well, every year we look forward to this program because it gives us the opportunity to recognize the most outstanding employees. We are so appreciative of the job that you're doing for our schools. We know that you're going the extra mile and making a difference. And we thank each of you for your commitment to public education. I would like to personally thank Jen Thomas and her team at Truist for sponsoring our Evening of Excellence ceremony again this year. For stepping up again for us, and we thank you for that. Truist is one of our most valuable business partners, and we are grateful for the bank's continuous support so we can make this evening special for our employees. I also want to recognize and thank Courage Kia and Gaston for joining the celebration this year. Please stand. Thank you. And I believe Dr. Booker is going to share some good news with us, like I always ask her at our meetings every month. And he'll be with us in a few minutes. So now I would like to recognize all the honorees here this evening. For the Board of Education joins me in saying congratulations. You are the best of the best of our school system. We are very proud of our professional accomplishments, what you do every day for our schools, and why you are here tonight among the most outstanding employees in Gaston County School. And you represent the 4,000 employees we have in our system. And I want to thank y'all for y'all's extra work y'all have done this year. Again, thank you for being here. We hope you enjoy the evening's dinner and ceremony. Thank you. Dr. Booker.
Thank you, Mr. Ramsey, for your opening comments, and good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, come on now. Let's get a little more life in this room. Good evening. Good evening. That's better. You get my preacher side come out for this event. You know, what's special about tonight is I consider it to be our premier recognition event for the year. And we're going to thank Truist multiple times because what I like about what Truist does is they say, these are people we value, and we are a community leader, and we want to see them treated like the best in the community. So Jen, thank you again for all that you all do. Most of you know what today is, I hope. National Teacher Day of the Year. And so I want all of our teacher honorees to stand up, please. Thank you so much. And we're going to recognize you again, but I wanted to start with that so it's not lost on anyone. Our system revolves around quality teachers in our classrooms. But we also know that there are other teachers and other educators that need to be celebrated and praised every day because it takes a whole team to do school. But teaching is the noble profession. And when you think about it, it's been said that teaching is the profession that leads to all other professions. Is there anyone seated in here today that hasn't been impacted by a teacher? When you think about it, our education is what has made us who we are. Teachers throughout your life did something for you. They have challenged you. They have inspired you. They have tried to draw something out of you that you may not have known was in you. But through it all, they have been the ones who taught us, guided us, and challenged us to be what we could be. Aside from our parents and our other family members, teachers are the ones who cared about us. And many of you know there are students in your classroom that you are their family. You are their lifeline. And that's what's so important. When we think about this, teachers push us to excel beyond what we believe we can be. Tonight, we will celebrate our outstanding educators. In addition to all these teachers that just stood up, the 55 who are being recognized, we will select one who will be the Gaston County 2023-2024 Teacher of the Year. We will also have other employees come forward and recognize many other of the year things. But I want to again say to Jen, you know, it's always a great call. She knows why I'm calling because Mr. Hoskins calls her to talk about all the business things. I call her with my hand out. And I want to thank her again for being here, mixing this in with her business, because as the market president, she has a wide range of responsibilities, but to give us this night and do that, because my tenure as superintendent, I've always thought this should be the night. It should be done so well, and you have continued to help us with that tradition. So thank you. Mr. Ramsey mentioned Courage Kia. We have had a long relationship with Kia here in Gaston County, but they approached us under the new management and leadership. They opened up that beautiful new dealership, and they said, we want to be involved deeper in the school system. And you know us, if you say, gimme, and my name's Jimmy, I'll take it, right? And so we said, sure, we can't wait to see what you will do. Well, for many of us in this room who've been around, you remember back in the early 2000s, when you were named Teacher of the Year, you received the use of a car. Well, tonight, a tradition that many thought was dead is back. The Gaston County Teacher of the Year for 2023-2024 will receive a lease agreement from Courage Kia to make sure that they are riding in style for their year of being the Teacher of the Year. So the Kia Seltos parked out front was an example of the car that they will receive. So, yeah, they kind of topped you a little bit there, didn't they? We'll take more, Jen, if you want to give up. So Mr. Farrar, thank you for being here and doing that. I also believe you have Ms. Cracker with you. Crocker, thank you. And so when they handwrite it in here, it's just challenging for me. But also, they didn't just stop there. So the grand prize is to our Teacher of the Year. But to every honoree tonight, they are going to give a $100 certificate for service at Kia Courage. So I would say that tonight will be as good a one as we've had in my 10 years as superintendent. So thank you for all of your support with that. And I hope as we go through the night, you'll remember Fred Rogers in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, because he said, anyone who does something for a child is a hero to me. And there's no doubt about it, in our community, part of our hero list should always be at the top, our educators. So during tonight, as we celebrate that, let's enjoy that. Let's enjoy the bright shine that each of these bring to us, because our teachers are superstars, because they help children learn, grow, and thrive. But more importantly, they inspire success in them every day. So to our teachers, we appreciate you very, very much.
We all know that this is the last Evening of Excellence ceremony for Dr. Booker as our superintendent. And Dr. Booker has always enjoyed this program and takes great pride in having a celebration like this one to recognize and honor our outstanding employees. We have a number of awards that will be presented this evening, and the very first one, the Human Resources staff wants it to go to Dr. Booker. We have one of our handcrafted glass apple awards that we would like to present to the superintendent at this time to honor him as an outstanding employee of Gaston County Schools.
Thank you very much.
There are a lot of thoughts that go through when someone pauses like this, and I just want to say to this whole room, there will be no greater recognition than what you do every day. A number of the principals will say, I know something's gone wrong, because I call and I say, I just want to go sit in a classroom and watch a child learn. And it's always easy when I walk in, they say, pick a room, because that's what you do every day. And that has been the greatest thrill, is to see that. We all talk about the first day of school, the last day of school when I get the call, all buses are parked, and then graduation, that thrill of that, and seeing students with all they've done, and recognizing that 13 years has been spent with great people. but nothing is better than being in the classroom and watching somebody learn. So thank you for what you do. And let's just have a great celebration tonight.
We continue with our Evening of Excellence program with special remarks from our current Gaston County Teacher of the Year 2022-23 from W.C. Friday Middle School. Please welcome Stephen Loudon.
Good evening. Before I begin, I did ride here in style with my windows down. No AC, that's why. But glad the next person gets a car. It's okay. It is a privilege, though, to stand before you tonight as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our fellow educators. I am deeply honored to be in the presence of so many talented and passionate individuals who have dedicated their lives to the noble cause of educating and inspiring a lifetime of learners. First and foremost, I want to thank Gaston County Schools, Dr. Booker, members of the board, and the school administrators who are here tonight. Thank you for your dedicated efforts to ensure that our district is a place where students can thrive. Your dedication to our students and educators has created an environment of support and encouragement that allows us to do our best work. As educators, we are called upon to do more than simply teach. We must serve as role models, motivators, and mentors to our students. We must be flexible, adaptable, and responsive to the unique needs of each individual student. We must be committed to continuous learning and growth. We must be passionate about what we do. I have truly witnessed greatness in the educators of Gaston County Schools. Just this past week, our school and community gathered together to celebrate the completion of an outdoor classroom. The project was initiated by a teacher, but was built by the students and the community who went above and beyond in creating a truly special learning environment for her students. This project was a labor of love for our teacher, who saw the potential for a space where her students could learn and grow in a natural setting. This project is a testament of the power of teamwork and to the passion and commitment of our teachers who inspire students to achieve greatness and success. Whether it's through community involvement, innovative teaching methods, or simply a deep commitment to their students' success, the educators we honor tonight have all demonstrated a level of excellence that is truly inspiring. Teaching is a worthwhile profession. It does require patience, dedication, and a love for learning. It takes a special kind of person to do what we do, day in and day out. But it is a joy we find in watching our students grow and succeed that makes it worthwhile. We celebrate the educators who have adapted to the challenges of the past couple of years and continued to provide high quality instruction. The teachers who have worked with amazing love and care to ensure that their students received the support and guidance they needed during a time of uncertainty. It is not an easy job, but it is a rewarding one. To see the impact that you make in the lives of our students is one of the greatest joys of our profession. And tonight, we celebrate the educators who have made an exceptional impact on their students and communities. And as we celebrate tonight, let us remember that we're all in this together. We are a community of educators, united by our passion for teaching and our commitment to our students. Let us continue to inspire and support each other as we work to shape the future. Thank you, and congratulations once again.
Now it is a pleasure to recognize our Area Employees of the Year. And at this time, I would like to ask Chairman Ramsey and Dr. Booker to come forward to assist with the presentation of the awards to our Area Employees of the Year. Our Area Employees of the Year, we begin with Leah Ammons. She is the School Media Coordinator of the Year, and she is the Media Coordinator Librarian at New Hope Elementary School. And thank you for that reminder, Ms. Super. Mr. Faria, will you join us? Because I understand that Ms. Ammons will also be receiving one of the certificates from Courage Kia. So, Ms. Ammons, if you'll come back to receive your certificate. Next is Emilia Cianchada. She is the 2022-23 School Psychologist of the Year for Gaston County Schools. Emily serves on the Department for Exceptional Children's Behavior Support Team and Compliance Team, and she serves students at Brookside, Pleasant Ridge, and Lowell Elementary Schools. Next is Rebecca Harris. She is the 2022-23 Gaston County Schools Nurse of the Year. Ms. Harris serves students at Ashbrook High School. This year's Gaston County Schools School Counselor of the Year is Jordan Johnson. Mrs. Johnson is the school counselor at East Gaston High School. Tabitha Lynch is the 2022-23 School Social Worker of the Year. Ms. Lynch serves students at Bessemer City High School and Bessemer City Primary School. And the Gaston County Schools Department for Exceptional Children's Service Provider of the Year is Deborah Will. Mrs. Will serves as the speech pathologist at Webb Street School. Thank you, Dr. Booker and Chairman Ramsey and Mr. Faria for your assistance. And let's have one more round of applause for our area employees of the year. And for our next award this evening, it is a pleasure to introduce Amy Tolson, who is the current principal at Belmont Central Elementary School. Last year, she won the award of Gaston County Assistant Principal of the Year, and she is here now to introduce our finalists and name the winner of Gaston County Assistant Principal of the Year.
Good evening. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as Gaston County Schools Assistant Principal of the Year for the 2022-2023 school year. I'm so appreciative of Dr. Booker, the Board of Education, senior leadership, and the school administrators I serve alongside, as well as the teachers I support, for trusting me and supporting my growth and development as an assistant principal and now as a principal. I'm especially grateful to my former principal, Mr. Gary Ford, for investing his time and attention into my leadership and ensuring that I've been prepared for whatever comes next. Thank you. Like so many of us in education, I've served in a variety of roles: teacher, mentor, intervention coordinator, instructional specialist, assistant principal, and now principal, just to name a few. I must say that the role of assistant principal is one of the most challenging yet most rewarding that I've held. Similarly, the assistant principal role is one of great influence. Assistant principals have the opportunity to positively impact, even change, hundreds of lives each year, thousands over the course of a few years. Tonight, it is my honor to share with you the individuals who have answered the call to serve their schools exceptionally well and have been named as Assistant Principal of the Year finalists for Gaston County Schools. Dr. Joshua Bromley, Assistant Principal, Forest View High School. Dr. Bromley consistently demonstrates exceptional leadership skills and continuously inspires both students and staff alike. He has a keen ability to identify areas of improvement and develops effective strategies to address those needs. Dr. Bromley always has the ultimate goal of improving student outcomes. Joshua is considered to be a master at balancing multiple priorities in order to manage day-to-day operations. His organization skills are unprecedented, and he has an exceptional ability to prioritize effectively. Dr. Bromley prides himself on being a visionary leader who always maintains a positive attitude and leads by example. Congratulations, Dr. Joshua Bromley, Assistant Principal, Forest View High School. Michael Dermott, Assistant Principal, Mount Holly Middle School. Michael Dermott has been an integral part of a successful year at Mount Holly Middle. His passion for instructional leadership is admired and appreciated by his staff and students. Mr. Dermott spends a great deal of time analyzing data in the areas of attendance, discipline, and social and emotional well-being of the students at Mount Holly Middle. This is to ensure that all students' individual needs are met. Mr. Dermott has taken the lead in organizing an after-school tutoring program for students. He has secured teachers, advertised the program, and has created a well-managed opportunity for students to receive additional help. Mr. Dermott is viewed by his colleagues as a problem solver who thinks carefully through each situation and always finds a way to make things work. Mr. Dermott's desire to be a mentor to students, along with his sense of duty, shows his commitment to being a servant leader. Congratulations, Michael Dermott, Assistant Principal, Mount Holly Middle School. Doug Dorley, Assistant Principal, Lowell Elementary School. Doug Dorley is considered to be a valuable asset to Lowell Elementary because he is viewed as a mentor who provides encouragement for his staff daily. Some of the words used to describe Mr. Dorley are honest, dependable, trustworthy, and hardworking. Being a team player, Mr. Dorley is always eager to have discussions to improve and make changes within the school environment. He is considered to be a servant leader who supports the school climate and encourages a cohesive staff. As an administrator, Mr. Dorley is highly intuitive, decisive, and diligent in making decisions that positively impact the student body. He is a synergetic leader who provides a strong roadmap for others to follow and provides highly effective support for the staff and students of Lowell Elementary School. Congratulations, Doug Dorley, Assistant Principal, Lowell Elementary School. Nakisha Glenn, Assistant Principal, North Gaston High School. Nakisha Glenn has been instrumental in changing the school culture through leading by example. She is keenly aware of her environment and is able to adjust her leadership style to fit the needs of her school. She works tirelessly to help students find success because of her understanding of individual student and family needs. She is able to successfully navigate through tough situations by always showing compassion while maintaining high standards and expectations. She has spent an extensive amount of time organizing the North Gaston Saturday School program. She meticulously created and maintains a Saturday schedule, developed procedures, and communicates effectively with all stakeholders. Her authentic leadership style has been a change agent for the students and staff of North Gaston High School. Congratulations, Nakisha Glenn, Assistant Principal, North Gaston High School. Janet Ramsey, Assistant Principal, Robinson Elementary School. Janet Ramsey always arrives at school ready to listen, learn, and support the students and staff of Robinson Elementary. Mrs. Ramsey has a true passion for helping her students as well as the entire school community. She works tirelessly to ensure the success and safety of all. Each day, she dives right into the needs of her school and always exemplifies leadership qualities like no other. As a former elementary teacher and instructional facilitator, Mrs. Ramsey brings a wealth of knowledge to Robinson Elementary. She is known for developing a great rapport with her staff and is a tremendous asset to the team. She is a genuine listener, problem solver, and motivator who goes out of her way to make others feel special and valued. Congratulations, Janet Ramsey, Assistant Principal, Robinson Elementary. This year's Assistant Principal of the Year has an unwavering commitment to student success and puts forth a tremendous effort in fostering a positive and inclusive school culture. The Assistant Principal of the Year has an innate ability to connect with people on a personal level to help them feel both valued and appreciated. Their outstanding dedication to students, staff, and school community never goes unnoticed. When asked to describe this Assistant Principal of the Year's leadership style, one would say empowering those around them to use their strengths and apply those strengths to leadership opportunities throughout the school. This Assistant Principal of the Year sets high standards for student achievement by researching and implementing the best instructional practices for student growth. Their use of collaboration within the school has created a pathway for highly engaging schoolwork and developed a staff who is always eager to use relevant data to increase student achievement. This Assistant Principal of the Year is frequently seen meeting with teachers and other staff members to evaluate and coach them in a motivating and encouraging way. This Assistant Principal's coaching practices have proven to be a successful strategy for retaining teachers who are both experienced and new to the teaching profession. Congratulations, Dr. Joshua Bromley, Gaston County Schools Assistant Principal of the Year.
I was told I have to say something. Luckily, I came prepared. Thank you all so much. I'm truly honored and grateful to even be nominated, much less receive this award. A big thank you to Ms. Peoples, who for your guidance throughout this year and seeing me fit for nomination. This award is not just a recognition of my efforts, but a reflection of the hard work and commitment of everybody I work with at Forest View and that I have worked with in the past. Their unwavering dedication and efforts to inspire me every day. I am incredibly proud to be part of such a wonderful team. I also want to thank the students and families who make my job so incredibly rewarding. I feel grateful to be a part of their educational journey. Finally, I want to thank my wife Jasmine and my wonderful children for their unwavering support and encouragement. Their support has been invaluable to me, and I could not have achieved this without them. Thank you again so much.
Now it is a pleasure to recognize Angela Calamia, our Director of School Nutrition and our current Central Office Administrator of the Year. She will come forward to present the finalist and name the winner for Central Office Administrator of the Year.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yay, what a wonderful night. I'm so excited to be here tonight to present the award to the next recipient of the Central Office Administrator of the Year. It was such an honor to receive this award last year, and that's why I'm so thrilled to be able to pass that to the next very deserving recipient. I can't believe it's been a year. A year ago tonight, we were in this room together. Time really flies when you love what you do. Or so they say, when you're having fun, which on most days is how I feel, most days. So it's gone so quickly, and it's been a great year. We're not quite done yet, but it's been a great year. And I think having been through a pandemic makes you really appreciate the little things and why everything seems so much better when things get back to normal. By the little things, I mean having enough food and supplies to feed our kids, having enough healthy employees to come to work. So every day I feel like I've won an award because we're working well, and kids are happy, and so things are wonderful. I want to thank the Board of Education that supports us, Dr. Booker. We feel really supported in-school nutrition. We know that we're appreciated by principals, by kids, by everybody. We feel it each day, and I really mean that. And I try really hard to make sure that my staff knows how important they are and how feeding children and even the atmosphere that they create in the dining room and the experience that children have when they come to eat, they remember that forever. So I try to remind them of that every day, even on a tough day when it's not so easy or shorthanded. So anyway, it was an honor to do this, and ready to announce to you the very deserving applicants or nominees, and then finally the award winner. So thank you. Okay, our first nominee is Shannon Hullett. She's a Director for Elementary Instruction, Academic Service. Mrs. Hullett has a relentless desire to increase academic achievement in all content areas for all elementary students in Gaston County. For over a decade, she has worked as an elementary instructional leader for our district. She has been instrumental in leading the elementary academic services team and all elementary teachers in teaching state standards, adopting resources, and building the foundational skills for our youngest learners. At present, she oversees the work of implementing standard-based learning and grading in grades K-5. Shannon never hesitates to rely on the expertise of others to help her in developing her own leadership skills. She is always present and always available for the elementary academic facilitators, senior leadership, school administrators, and elementary teachers to answer questions, help problem solve, and perhaps most importantly, bring out the best in each person or program or innovative idea. She is particularly known for her ability to bring a large group of facilitators together to collaborate and gather ideas before making difficult decisions regarding curriculum and instruction. Congratulations, Shannon Hullett, Director for Elementary Instruction, Academic Services. I didn't rehearse. Next, Curtis Poplin. Mr. Poplin prides himself on being a good role model for his department. He values learning new things and empowers his staff to do the same. By serving as the network system manager for Gaston County Schools for over 10 years, Mr. Poplin has been the key developer of many network advancements for our school system throughout the years. Curtis is a lifelong learner and a crucial piece to the Technology Support Services Department. He is often seen leading with compassion and has the foresight to know the needs in our ever-changing technology environment. Curtis can often be found joking with his staff, even if it's at his own expense. We are proud to say Mr. Poplin is a product of Gaston County Schools. Mr. Poplin works very hard and gives his all in everything he does. It is obvious that Curtis enjoys his job. He is known to be very personable and assist anyone who is in need of help. And he fixed my computer last week. Congratulations, Curtis Poplin, Network System Manager, TSF. That wasn't in me. Next, we have Celeste Sadler. Celeste Sadler is an administrator that serves with true excellence. Her exemplary leadership is characterized by genuine authenticity. Ms. Sadler helps build and maintain professional relationships with our TIPS program, Year 1 beginner teachers. Ms. Sadler encourages improvement and ongoing learning with the TA to teacher program, while ensuring that the program participants have the resources and clarity needed at each level of progress. For the Teaching and Learning Conference, Ms. Sadler encompasses every detail from the welcome team to the sessions, ensuring all aspects are well executed. providing valuable information, networking opportunities, and practical skills to help the participants achieve their goals. Ms. Sadler gladly accepts new challenges and creates a climate of continuous improvement while influencing others around her through her intelligence, compassion, love for fun, and solid character. Ms. Sadler tirelessly demonstrates an outstanding commitment to her family, educators, students, leadership, and the community, while striving to make the world a better place with one encounter and one day at a time. Please help me celebrate Ms. Celeste Sadler, Coordinator of Teacher Development. Robin Setzer, who unfortunately could not be with us tonight, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about Robin anyway. Robin Setzer has always known that her purpose in life is educating children. Ms. Setzer is known for her ability to demonstrate best practices for elementary teachers by being a devoted coach who models expected outcomes for those in need. Mrs. Setzer dedicates her time to ensuring her teachers are successful, cared for, and valued. This means going out of her way to plan with teachers in order for them to have a classroom where all students thrive. Words that best describe Robin Setzer would be committed to excellence because she is passionate about seeing teachers reach their fullest potential. When working with classroom teachers, she is often seen going the extra mile to ensure a job well done. For over 31 years, Mrs. Setzer has made a lasting impact on numerous teachers and students throughout Gaston County. Congratulations, Robin Setzer, Academic Facilitator for Elementary Instruction, Academic Services. Mr. Alan Sprout, please. Mr. Sprout's department sees him as much more than just a supervisor. He never hesitates to volunteer his time to assist his employees when needed. He always stays until the job is fully completed, and his staff members say he is often the hardest working person in the group. Mr. Sprout works to anticipate the technology needs of all Gaston County schools. He leads by example and demonstrates quality and an excellent work ethic. He has the ability to explore options and easily adapt to change. This often means collaborating with other departments to meet the needs of our district. He has a commitment to vision and mission of Gaston County Schools, and for this reason, his team also stays in tune with the vision and the mission of our district. He works very hard to ensure all students have quality and reliable technology. We are very proud to say that Mr. Sprout is a homegrown product of Gaston County School. He has worked hard to achieve various advancements throughout the TSS department. Congratulations, Alan Sprout, IT Operations Manager, TSS. Okay, and now we're really going to announce of the Central Office Administrator for 23-24. This person is open-minded, willing to listen to new ideas, and never hesitating to listen to others who have different viewpoints, are all phrases used to describe this Central Office Administrator of the Year. This person has a thorough understanding of their work responsibilities as well as those on their staff. This administrator takes on leadership responsibility with a positive attitude in a willing manner. Being a lifelong learner, this Central Office Administrator of the Year is always willing and looking forward to learning new concepts and ideas to ensure their department runs more efficiently and effectively. This person has an innate ability to use all possible resources in a creative manner to solve any issue that may arise. This administrator takes the time to explore ideas and collaborates with their department before making any decisions. This person is best described as a people person because they are considered to be kind and thoughtful to everyone. This Central Office Administrator is considered to be very dedicated to Gaston County Schools, and all of their hard work is in the best interests of our school district. This person is actively engaged in the planning stages to move their department forward. This person is well respected by their colleagues, schools, and district personnel, and is considered to be a true asset to their team. This Central Office Administrator of the Year serves as a positive light and boosts morale for all who surround them. The Central Office Administrator of the Year is Mr. Curtis Poplin. Congratulations, Curtis.
Ready for my joke?
Yeah, you can tell a joke.
Yes. Oh, probably will.
It's all yours.
I'll move it. Thank you, guys. So a couple years ago, Brett and I were joking at the ball field that I told him I was the Susan Lucci of this award. So I want to thank the committee for not making me go 7 years. So I only went 4. Oh, man. Dr. Booker, you know how I love being in front of a big crowd. Dr. Booker, this is a roast to Dr. Booker. Dr. Booker, I had to speak in front of the board one day, and he said, he calls me up like the day before, and he's like, let's go over your, what you're going to say. I thought, man, this guy, he's really worried. He's really happy about what I'm going to say and helping me out. And my folks said he's just worried about what you're gonna say to everybody. So anyway, I'm gonna miss you, sir. But I did write this one down, so I'm through ad-libbing. All right. First and foremost, I want to thank the interviewing committee, school board, and Superintendent Booker for the opportunity to be here. To my fellow nominees, I hold each one of you in highest regard, and I feel truly honored to have had my name mentioned in the same breath as yours. You're all well-deserving, and all deserve congratulations for being nominated today. In many ways, I feel like this award is more of a recognition of the incredible team of networking engineers that make my job easy. Even though they're not here tonight, I'd still like to say a special thank you to Bree, Brad, Brandon, Ridge, Bueller, Greg, for all that they do for the staff and students of Gaston County Schools. Next, I want to thank my former manager, Cindy Matson. Cindy taught me so much about being a leader, about managing people, making decisions, and having a balance between work and life. I'm very grateful for the time she spent mentoring me and feeding into my career. For Dr. Aaron Slutsky, where's Aaron? Aaron, thank you for the trust that you've shown in both myself and my group. I'm excited to see what the future holds for TSS under your leadership. Trace. When I was becoming a deacon, I forgot to mention her in my speech, so here it is, baby. I see all that you sacrifice for our family, and I know it's hard at times, and you put up with a lot. Everybody knows it. But I couldn't do this life without you and your love and support with you and the kids. I love you, baby. For everyone else who has invested in my life over the last 16 years, thank you all, and I'm truly grateful for you all and for what you mean to me and to the school district. Thank you.
Now it is time to present the finalist and the winner of the Gaston County Principal of the Year Award. And I would like to introduce at this time Kristen Kaiser, the principal of Lowell Elementary School. She will come forward to announce our finalist. And Kristen is the current Gaston County Principal of the Year. The award this evening will be presented by Jen Thomas from Truist. Please welcome Kristen Kaiser.
Thank you all. Colleagues, guests, our sponsors from Truist Bank, and members of the Board of Education and Dr. Booker. Good evening and welcome again to the Evening of Excellence. I stand before you as I did a year ago, feeling extremely honored and humbled. I work with the best people at my school. All of you in this district, we are blessed to be Gaston County employees, and I'm thankful for this opportunity to represent you. My service as the Gaston County Schools Principal of the Year has been one of the biggest honors and best experiences in my career. I sincerely thank you. When I reflect upon this opportunity over the last year, one word comes to mind: inspiration. Inspiration is where our success begins. Inspiration is where we get that energy, that drive, our willingness to accomplish the smallest to the most impossible things. Inspiration is a factor that can move mountains and change the direction of entire lives. It creates an energy and an enthusiasm which is hard to extinguish and can sustain one through the most difficult, challenging times to achieve a goal. It is our why, our purpose that drives how we do things each day in our classrooms and in our schools. You may ask, okay, Kristen, where are you going with this? If you will, while in this reflection, just indulge me a moment. If I could have all of our teachers and administrators, if you could do something for me right now, if you could just turn your head and to look at the person to your left. All right. And then now turn back and look at the person on your right. Okay, thank you. I have come to realize that it's people like those on your left and those on your right, and for those people in front of me, that have been and continue to be my inspiration. Tonight, as we gather in this room, I want you to know I have never been more proud to work alongside such an esteemed group of educators and leaders. Our job is tougher than it has ever been, but you all continue to show up and show out through your daily efforts and energy to give your best for our students. As a principal, the highlight of my job is to be in classrooms. It is the opportunity to see the great work of our teachers and their interactions with the students that really inspire me. As the Principal of the Year, I've had the grand opportunity to observe and sit in with some of the very talented teachers and administrators. I've been a part of most all of the selection committees for our honorees tonight. Time and time again, nominees considered themselves ordinary. However, I was able to observe and experience some of their daily work with students, teachers, and their schools. I assure you that their efforts are far from ordinary. They are truly inspirational. Tonight, we recognize excellence in the classroom, our schools, and our system. In the words of John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Our honorees tonight are leaders in their classrooms, in their schools, and in their communities. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to recognize our top 5 finalists. When I call your name, if you will please come up. Justin Bean, principal at North Belmont Elementary School. It is very impressive to watch Mr. Beam interact with his teachers and be part of the reason why teachers develop and nurture their love of teaching. Those who have the pleasure of working with Mr. Beam frequently use the word rock star when describing his leadership. The teachers of North Belmont firmly believe that the school would not be nearly as successful if he were not their leader. The parents of the students who attend North Belmont feels so blessed to be able to be a part of such an outstanding environment which Mr. Beam has created. Being visible and present within the classrooms, Mr. Beam observes firsthand how learning takes place in his school. Mr. Beam creates a school environment that cultivates a unique climate of high expectations. He strives to be the motivation that inspires students to want to learn and teachers to reach their full potential and master their craft. Congratulations, Justin Beam, Principal at North Belmont Elementary. Brian Denton, Principal at Hunter Huss High School. Dr. Denton is no stranger to thinking and working outside the box. He has a passion for cultivating teacher leaders and allowing them autonomy in their classrooms. His ability to lead both veteran and new teachers to blend into becoming a productive and successful staff is a testament to his creativity and ability to recognize teacher strengths. Dr. Denton believes that teachers need access to relevant, timely information on their students' performance, as well as encouragement, recognition, and celebration. Dr. Denton works diligently with his staff to help them understand the link between instructional content and the world around them. Dr. Denton's tireless efforts are given to provide teachers with the necessary tools to facilitate better instructional activities that are meaningful to students. He uses a coaching model as a tool for professional growth. He is frequently seen visiting classrooms, recording data, and providing quality feedback to his teachers. Using the 3 E's model, Dr. Denton ensures that every student graduates with a plan for either further enrollment, immediate employment, or enlistment in the armed services. Congratulations, Brian Denton, Principal at Hunter Huss High School. Jessica Steiner, Principal at Stuart Kramer High School. Jessica Steiner is the embodiment of school spirit. She can often be seen wearing various shades of purple while celebrating Stuart Kramer's storm. She energizes her teachers and gives them a pathway for their own personal growth to occur. Ms. Steiner believes that while all teachers should be given the opportunity to grow, engaging them is the key. She encourages her teachers to find the leader within themselves and in turn to lead their peers. She works to cultivate leaders who have a positive impact on students. She is very passionate about the graduation rate and how she is working to ensure that all students are given the opportunity to be successful. Ms. Steiner is a champion of doing what is right for students, whether it concerns student attendance, designing instructional practices that focus on students as a whole, meeting the individual needs of each student, or providing highly challenging experiences for them. Congratulations, Jessica Steiner, Principal at Stuart Kramer High School. Jamie Wallace, Principal at Brookside Elementary School. Jamie Wallace strives to encourage her students to always put forth their best effort with academics, behavior, and their attendance. For this reason, students firmly believe they are cared for and are valuable assets of Brookside Elementary School. Ms. Wallace is proud of her work to motivate students in the area of learning and positive behavior. She feels that it is important to reflect upon her performance as a principal and to always strive to learn from others. Ms. Wallace believes support is very important to a new teacher or staff member, and her job is to be a voice of calm and reassurance, letting them know that her door is always open. In addition, encouraging all teachers to grow as teacher leaders is one of her top priorities. Ms. Wallace constantly encourages teachers to become leaders of their own classrooms. She feels that actually standing side by side with her teachers and working in the classroom goes a long way in building support for instructional initiatives. Congratulations, Jamie Wallace, principal of Brookside Elementary School. Sheila Wyatt, principal at Bessemer City High School. Once a valedictorian, now a high school principal, Dr. Sheila Wyatt has returned to her alma mater to lead her staff and students to greatness. Dr. Wyatt shows a great deal of pride in her students when they achieve success in both academics and extracurricular activities. She works effectively with teachers to ensure they are given the tools and information needed to help increase student learning. By utilizing surveys, Dr. Wyatt allows her staff to choose what professional development they need to continue to be lifelong learners. She considers it a priority to provide these growth opportunities for her teachers. Dr. Wyatt is a master at ensuring the operational effectiveness of Bessemer City High School. She has worked diligently to ensure the safety of her school and ultimately improving the school culture and climate. As a high school senior, she was voted most likely to succeed. Now she works hard to ensure the same level of success for both students and staff. Congratulations, Dr. Sheila Wyatt, principal at Bessemer City High School.
This year, Truist Principal of the Year believes that students need and deserve teachers who are driven to grow as educators and to ensure students receive exactly what is needed. This principal works alongside their staff to build a school environment where students are valued and teachers are engaged in professional growth practices. Within this principal's school, teachers are empowered, trusted, and praised for their ability to lead in their classrooms. This ensures that learning is taking place and the needs of each individual student are met. This principal strives to be a positive influence for their students by encouraging them to always be their best socially, emotionally, and academically. This principal leads with a humble heart and is the true embodiment of a servant leader because of their willingness to work alongside their staff to ensure success. This principal works diligently to provide all stakeholders with the opportunity and encouragement they need to work to their fullest potential. This principal is a great advocate for their students. They speak of them with great pride, excitement, and emotion. In return, the students of this principal's school never hesitate to share their love and admiration they feel toward their principal. This principal truly believes that as long as you are always putting students first, you can never go wrong. Truist is proud to present the 2023-2024 Principal of the Year Award to a person who is admired by community leaders, colleagues, and administrators. Congratulations, Justin Bean.
I do have words to say, but I just have to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking the principals for having the confidence and faith to nominate me for this esteemed honor. I would also like to thank the committee for selecting me and for allowing me to represent such a distinguished group of individuals. I am constantly amazed by the wonderful work that you do as administrators on a daily basis, and I am humbled to be recognized as the Principal of the Year. Thank you to Truist for valuing education and for living by your purpose to inspire and build better lives and communities. I would also like to thank Dr. Booker and the Gaston County School Board of Education for allowing me to continue to do a job that I absolutely love. It's been an honor and privilege for me to spend the last 7 years working at North Belmont Elementary. The staff is the epitome of a class act whose love and care for the mental development, the growth, and academic success of each child is obvious in all the work that they do each and every day and the ways in which they accomplish things that are almost impossible. Thank you for being my family and for helping to teach me how to be a better educator. I would also like to thank my family for their constant love, care, and support. Thank you for always being my sounding board and for always encouraging me to follow my heart when making decisions. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't express gratitude to my parents and grandmother who are looking down from heaven. I wish they could be here to celebrate in this momentous moment. To my mentors, you know who you are. Thank you for always taking the time to answer questions and concerns that I have at all hours of the day and even on weekends. Thank you for the feedback that has helped me to develop and grow as an administrator. Thank you for teaching me to put students first and for reminding me of the words of Goethe who said, "Correction does much, but encouragement does more." Being an elementary school principal has been the most rewarding and exciting experience of my career. It's amazing to see the excitement in the eyes of young children as they discover how to read and compute mathematical equations. Along with that, it's the celebration of life's milestones that you experience with the children and the ways in which you create positive relationships with them. It's helping them to understand that life is about making mistakes and learning from those mistakes so that they never happen again. It's about teaching them to love one another. As I remind them each and every day on the morning announcements, kindness doesn't cost a thing. It's the small things you do each and every day that make a big difference in the lives of someone else. It's about all the emails and phone calls you get from past students when they tell you about the college that they are accepted to, the degree that they have earned, or the first job that they are now working. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. None of this would be possible without God's love and grace in my life. As I look over my 23-year career in Gaston County Schools, I am constantly amazed at the paths in which He has placed me, the doors that He has opened, and the ones that He has closed. And I can honestly say that everything has indeed worked for the good. I know my purpose is to be a servant leader, helping my students and staff reach their full potential in life. That's the calling, the literal vocation of an educator. It's investing one's life in the student's future, one lesson, one unit, one standard, one milestone at a time. It's a selfless calling. It's in no way glamorous. Just ask the teacher who had to clean vomit off her shoes at lunch today. As I say, it is truly servant leadership, but it is absolutely worth it. In closing, I want to thank my students, parents, and community for the love and support that they have shown me throughout the years. As a parent once told me, "Mr. Bean, I wasn't really sure about you in the beginning, but I know that you care for the kids. And in the end, that's all that matters." So I took that as a compliment. This evening ranks as one of the greatest highlights in my life and career. Thank you all for being a part of this journey and for supporting me along the way. I will never forget the special impact you have made on my life. Finally, as I say at the end of each Parent Link Notify message, an announcement that I leave for students, staff, and community, as always, go Screaming Eagles!
We are ready to introduce our Teachers of the Year for 2022-23. We begin with Ashbrook High School Amber Radford. H.H. Beam Elementary School, Ebony White. W. Blaine Beam Intermediate School, Laura Britton. Belmont Central Elementary, Aaron Braswell. Belmont Middle School, Melissa Clements. W.A. Bess Elementary School, Sherry Willis. Bessemer City Central Elementary, Rebecca Goins. Bessemer City High School, Melanie Rademacher. Bessemer City Middle School, Marion Creed. Bessemer City Primary School, Kristen Martin. Brookside Elementary, Jennifer Melton. Carr Elementary, Casey Ramsey. Catawba Heights Elementary, Anastasia Hudson. Chapel Grove Elementary, Allison Park. John Chavis Middle School, Caitlin Hendricks. For Cherryville Elementary School, Crystal Christie, and standing in for Miss Christie is the principal, Patrick Watson. Cherryville High School, Chloe Underwood. Costner Elementary School, Heather Messer, and to accept for Miss Messer is the principal, Jada Owenby. Stuart W. Kramer High School, Elizabeth Sparrow. Cramerton Middle School, Brenda Bradley. East Gaston High School, Michael Kaufman. Forest View High School, Lindsay Dickerson Beverly. From WC Friday Middle School, the Teacher of the Year is Cindy Owens, and accepting for Miss Owens is Stephen Loudon. Gardner Park Elementary School, Jonna Beckham. Gaston Early College High School, Kristen Miller. Gaston Early College of Medical Sciences, Renisha Rodriguez. Gaston Virtual Academy, Melissa Chappell. Greer Middle School, Michelle Crowder. Hawks Nest STEAM Academy, Amy Hofferbert. Highland School of Technology, Jamie Monk. Holbrook Middle School, Laura Beatty. Hunter Huss High School, Kelly Hawkins. Kaiser Elementary School, Kara Smith. Lingerfeld Elementary, Kaylin Johnson. Lowell Elementary, Jennifer Fairfield. McCaddenville Elementary, Natalie Spargo. Mount Holly Middle School, Kaylee Deese. New Hope Elementary, Brooke Martin. North Belmont Elementary, Jamie Gunter. The Teacher of the Year for North Gaston High School is Jessica Pesor, and accepting for Ms. Pesor is the Assistant Principal, Nikisha Glenn. Page Primary School, Caitlin Spees. Pinewood Elementary School, Virginia Myers. Pleasant Ridge Elementary School, Stacy Woody. Rankin Elementary, Lori Presley. Robinson Elementary, Kimberly Daniel. Sadler Elementary School, Regina Creighton. Sherwood Elementary School, Lydia Newton. South Point High School, Grace Lyles. Southwest Middle School, Allison Falls. Springfield Elementary, Fonzie Hyde. Stanley Middle School, Amanda Odom. Tryon Elementary School, Joanna Dodson. Warlick Academy, Craig Parker. Webb Street School, Christine Tileston. The Teacher of the Year for Woodhill Elementary is Natasha Alexander, and accepting for Miss Alexander is the Principal, Anara Henderson. And York Chester Middle School, Laura Rayfield. Our Teachers of the Year for 2022-23. And now we would like to invite back to the stage to present the finalist for Gaston County Teacher of the Year, Stephen Loudon. And once Mr. Loudon presents the finalists, the award for Gaston County Teacher of the Year will be presented by Jen Thomas from Truist. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Good evening. I'd like to welcome to the stage Lindsay Dickerson Beverly from English teacher at Forest View High School.
My name is Lindsay Dickerson Beverly, and I teach English at Forest View High School. I teach because I love the students. Every day that I walk in and I get to interact and spend time with them, that really means the world to me. And your commentary then will prove why those reasons. I'm a product of Gaston County Schools, and I have many teachers who helped shape me into who I became, and I knew I wanted to give back, and so the best way possible is in the classroom. a valuable human trait? And B, does it promote social progress? They tell you things about their life. You get to watch them learn and you grow and you build rapport and make relationships. And I want all of my students to know that I care about them deeply. They are valued and loved, and I want them to remember that long after they've left the classroom.
As an educator, Lindsay Dickerson Beverly creates an inclusive learning environment which fosters collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking for her students. Mrs. Dickerson Beverly believes that education should not be confined to the four walls of the classroom. She works diligently to plan lessons that are relevant and allow students to make real-world connections. Students find that Mrs. Dickerson Beverly is a very understanding teacher that is able to connect with students on a personal level. Although she creates challenging lessons for her students, her classroom environment is described by her students as comfortable and relaxed. Mrs. Dickerson Beverly's colleagues view her as a resource and support system. Once a student at Forest View High School and now a 19-year veteran teacher at Forest View, Mrs. Dickerson Beverly has spent almost a quarter of a century as a Forest View Jaguar. Being involved in all aspects of her school and seen as a center point of the school, she is known to be the heart of Forest View. Congratulations, Lindsay Dickerson Beverly, Teacher of the Year, Forest View High School.
Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Melissa Clements, English teacher or English language arts teacher at Belmont Middle School.
My name is Melissa Clements. I teach language arts at Belmont Middle School, and I teach because it is my calling. I can't think of a better way to be ingrained in my community than helping prepare our next generation to be readers, writers, thinkers, and leaders. You have 2 minutes because we have to move and groove, got it? When you look around and students are talking, they're working, and they're learning from each other and they're collaborating, that's the moment that I knew this is what I need to do. This one is an award-winning book. My hope for them is that they feel stronger in any of the areas we've worked. I want them to know, first of all, that I love them forever. They're always going to be my students.
Melissa Clements fully understands that her current students are the future of her community. For this reason, she strives to teach her students how to become active and engaged citizens. As an English teacher, Mrs. Clements believes that every student has the ability to grow as a reader, writer, and communicator. This belief has proven to have a huge impact on her students as they are learning to understand the world around them. When students were asked what makes Ms. Clements a great teacher, they said that the activities that Ms. Clements uses for her class allows them to use their minds and give them the opportunity to think outside of the box. Students also said that Mrs. Clements takes the time each day to make sure that every student understands the lessons being taught. A fellow teacher summed it up best by saying, "She is simply everything a teacher is supposed to be." Congratulations, Melissa Clements, Teacher of the Year, Belmont Middle School. If you would, please welcome to the stage Joanna Dotson, music teacher at Tryon Elementary School.
My name is Joanna Kirk Dotson. I am the music teacher at Tryon Elementary School. I teach because music empowers students to grow, to try new things. It gives them a place to collaborate and be in community. Sunshine! Being a teacher is fulfilling, and it's for people who are there to fulfill a high mission and purpose. And that's not something I would ever want to trade. love until I see you again. Peace and they thrive with the consistency of knowing that there's a teacher at school who love them, who care about them, and who are cheering them on as they grow, and they're counting on us.
The music that Joanna Dotson creates with her elementary students is always joyful, creative, and even a little noisy at times. In her classroom, students are immersed in different cultures and given the opportunity to discover a repertoire of songs from around the world. When asked how Miss Dotson is different from other teachers, students said that the other teacher is not smiling as much as she is and is always in a good mood. She always greets students individually as they walk through her door so they know how much she cares for them. Her colleagues believe she is the one who raises the bar for all the others by giving 100% of herself every day. She is considered to be a role model for other teachers and is known for connecting all subject areas in her music lessons. Joanna's classroom is always filled with sounds of drums, ukuleles, beautiful songs, and more importantly, the joyful laughs of her students. Congratulations, Joanna Dotson, Teacher of the Year, Tryon Elementary. If you would, please welcome to the stage Michael Kaufman, math teacher at East Gaston High School.
My name is Mike Kaufman. I teach math at East Gaston High School. I teach because what I know I was meant to do. It's what's in my soul. It's about reaching the kids that I know that no one else is going to be able to reach. Effect sign and cosine. For example, every single student I see, I know that there's potential in there. I know that there's an amazing person in there, and that I just want to help you realize that too. Help you see just how amazing you are. And I'm proud of you, and that I care about you.
So that's where we're getting the cosine squared from.
Showing them just how far and how high they can go when somebody holds them accountable, and seeing that growth is why I do what I do.
Mr. Kaufman believes that as an educator, it is his responsibility to prepare students with the skills needed to excel in life outside of school. He ensures that his students are committed to lifelong learning by extending his lessons beyond the classroom and focusing on real-world issues that students face each day. Mr. Kaufman's colleagues stated he possesses the ability to instill confidence in his students and always encourages them to do their best. When Mr. Kaufman's students were asked to describe him as an educator, they responded by saying how much they greatly admire him because of his understanding of how each student learns new concepts and purposefully incorporates that into his daily lessons. Mr. Kaufman is described as energetic, interactive, and fun. He greatly cares for his students and often goes out of his way to help both in and out of the classroom. Congratulations, Michael Kaufman, Teacher of the Year, East Gaston High School. If you would, please welcome to the stage Jamie Monk, High School Social Studies teacher at Highland School of Technology.
My name is Jamie Monk. I teach history at the Highland School of Technology, and I teach because I think it's an important job. I think that society needs teachers, and I think that the impact that I can make on young people's lives is pretty much as important as anything I could be doing in the world.
To unleash the power of the atom.
The teacher says this too, there's sort of that aha moment that kids have, and again, that's kind of a teacher cliche, but man, it's a good feeling when you're teaching something and you just see that like click. You know, you're a guidance counselor and you're an instructor and you're a shoulder to cry on and you're a coach.
Is it unpatriotic or selfish to do that?
If you want a job that you know that you're going to make a difference, and you know, really in ways that you would never anticipate, that part of it makes it worth doing.
Mr. Monk believes his classroom is a place where students not only learn about content, but about life. High expectations are always set for his students, and those expectations are always modeled by him. Mr. Monk firmly believes that success in the classroom will lead to success in the community. Mr. Monk has a true love for the content that he teaches. His passion transcends to his students and builds a high level of excitement. For example, his colleagues often see Mr. Monk carrying an armload of materials that are used to bring his lessons to life. When students were asked to comment on what makes Mr. Monk a great teacher, they replied by saying that he is one of the most entertaining and engaging storytellers they have ever experienced. His students use the words funny, energetic, relatable, knowledgeable, and passionate to describe Mr. Monk as a teacher. Students were quick to respond that Mr. Monk is able to find a good balance by teaching his content while keeping it fun and engaging. Congratulations, Jamie Monk, Teacher of the Year, Highland School of Technology.
In an effort to recognize outstanding educators and to show support for public education, Truist is the proud sponsor of the Teacher of the Year Award in Gaston County. We are pleased to have the opportunity to highlight the achievements of Gaston County teachers and to name one individual the Teacher of the Year. This year's Teacher of the Year creates a learning environment that is innovative and motivating. Through positive interaction with students, this teacher strives to meet their needs of every student on a daily basis by providing activities that are challenging to students of all abilities. This Teacher of the Year is spirited about the content and theatrical and lesson delivery and strives to help students take ownership of their learning. As a school leader, this teacher is well respected by colleagues. The Teacher of the Year goes above and beyond to serve students, colleagues, and the educational community by serving as a leader and influencer for both staff and students. This Teacher of the Year is dedicated to individualizing education for every student they teach. The Teacher of the Year is a lifelong learner who strives to obtain knowledge and gain a better understanding of the current trends in education in order to better meet the needs of students. This teacher sets high expectations for self, students, and peers and stresses the importance of preparing students to be good stewards and active citizens. This Teacher of the Year is the kind of teacher that any parent would want their children to have. This year's Teacher of the Year serves as a role model for all educators, demonstrating professionalism and a passion for education. It is a great pleasure I announce the Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year for 2023-2024. Melissa Clements.
Wow. This is the most important part. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Truist. Thank you, Board. Thank you, Dr. Booker. And thank you to my fellow honorees and attendees. What an amazing experience it is to stand in front of your peers and hear such wonderful things about you. It is humbling. So thank you for that. It is an honor to stand in front of you as Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year. If you turned back time to 1993 in the halls of Mount Holly Junior High School, and you told my 7th grade self that I would spend multiple decades teaching 7th graders, I never would have believed you. I would probably have run for the hills. That year was undeniably my most difficult year in school ever. But perhaps that was a year of growth and character building that began to build me as an educator. I remember how my teachers and counselors guided me through an incredibly awkward time in my school life. Fast forward to December 2001, I sat in the principal's office of that same building and terrified and wide-eyed, as Mrs. Marty Starnes so very gently put it to me, gently, as a brand new teacher entering in the middle of the semester, that I was to do exactly what my teammates, Lori Collins and Bridget Matsky, told me to do. You better believe that I listened. I am so grateful for that opportunity, and for them, there is no way I could have navigated that semester without them. Not only did they have a long-lasting positive impact on my career, but they have also taught and taken care of my children at Highland Tech. And I also want to thank Mr. Monk, who has also educated my own child there. To all of you fellow honorees, thank you. To our committees, thank you. This process has been amazing and humbling, and I truly have enjoyed this journey. To where it all began, my former Mount Holly Middle colleagues, students, and community, thank you. You helped to build and guide me as a student and an educator through the first phase of my career. To my current Belmont Middle administration and colleagues, staff, and fellow teachers, thank you for your support and your encouragement. I am a better teacher and a better person because we work together. To my former students, thank you. It is staggering and humbling to realize that well over 1,000 lives have walked through my classroom walls. You will always and forever be my students. To my current students, thank you for being wonderful in general, but especially for your understanding while I've been away, for your fantastic discussions, your kind interviews, and your willingness to be filmed for all to see. You amaze me. Most importantly, God has blessed me with an amazing husband and children. They are indescribable. They have been sounding boards for lessons, activities, projects, and have helped me move, arrange, and prepare for my students for so many years. They have shared me graciously with the classroom, and they have always been my biggest champions. I want to close with a note from a student from my second block class today. You see, I was teaching them that when they struggle with negative feelings, when they are taking tests or doing something difficult, they can replace those thoughts with positive thoughts. I gave tonight as an example. I told them that I was nervous, or terrified actually. Terrified that I wouldn't win. Terrified that I would win. And I'd have to give a speech. My positive thought was that it was just an honor to be among so many great teachers. And because of that, right after school today, Taylor handed me this note with a hug, and it was signed by the class. Dear Mrs. Clements, I know you are going to do great tonight. You are the best teacher ever. I wish you the best luck. You taught me so much this year, helped me learn a lot. I know you may be nervous, but I know you are going to do great. Just know that all your students love you. And it was signed in true middle school fashion. Sorry, it might be from Mr. Pullman's math book. As a homegrown educator, where my children also are being released into the world, thank you. One of my former principals is in the audience, Mr. Dedman from East Gaston, and so many of you who are part of my life, thank you. Gaston County, I appreciate you. We are a team, we are a village, and thank you so much for this honor.
Congratulations to all of tonight's honorees. We are extremely proud of our Teacher of the Year and our Principal of the Year winners, and we look forward to having them represent us in the regional competition for 2023-24. And now with our closing remarks, Superintendent Booker.
Let's give a thank you to Mr. Hagens and all his work tonight. And I hope everyone, as you came in, noticed how decorated this was and orderly with assignments and all that. Let's recognize all the folks in our Human Resources Department who've worked so hard to present tonight. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations to all who are in this room tonight. It is obvious that this room makes a difference. If you look back at some of the comments, you would hear themes throughout. A huge one, servant leadership. When you think of servant leadership, you think of sacrificial leadership. You think of putting others before yourself and seeing others perform, not looking for the credit for yourself. No greater example than to hold up a note from the class today on a good old torn out sheet of notebook paper. So Curtis, technology is important, but nothing beats the individuals standing in front of our students every day. In Bromley, you can organize it all and you can push and prod, but only through what goes on in the classroom will it make a difference. And Mr. Beam, you did all you could to make everybody cry. You've done it to me many times in visiting your school and sharing the true heartfelt stories of what goes on at North Belmont. But that's an example of what goes on at 55 locations every day in this community. So I've always known that Gaston County was a great school system because of one simple fact: employees who care about their jobs. They care about the children that they are honored to serve. They care about the difference that public education makes in our community. What I am so confident of is that in the years to come, through many superintendents, Gaston County Schools will continue to be the difference maker in Gaston County. We will have many achievements to celebrate, many times to pause and recognize outstanding achievements. Probably everybody in there making that noise recognizes how important this room is. So to Courage Kia, thank you for bringing back such an honor as to ride around in a brand new vehicle. And to Truist, who is a partner in many ways, this night is a thank you to you for what you've contributed to our schools. As you go out tonight, remember, we are lucky. We are called and chosen to serve, and you serve in such a great way. Please be safe as you travel and have a good night.